Guys, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, especially if you love MMA as much as I do. I've already made a Pereira prediction video with Hill, and I was gonna post that, but then I saw overnight. You know those situations where you see something overnight, you're halfway awake, halfway asleep, you're like, huh? You go back to sleep, a few hours later, you wake up, you look at it again, it's the same. Yes, Khamzat Chimaev is gonna fight Robert Whittaker at middleweight. I'm very excited for that fight. You know, this one is going to be for how Khamzat beats him and how Whittaker can beat him after. But first, Khamzat. You know, now look, this wouldn't change whether this was a 3 or 5 round fight, in my opinion. You know, Khamzat, for him to beat Robert Whittaker, he needs to take a similar approach that du Plessis took against him. Du Plessis was aggressive, but he was smart with it. And du Plessis was able to get in his face and predict his movements and eventually was able to take him out in the second round. Was it first or second round? It didn't take him very long and he made it look easy. Khamzat, for this fight, he needs to be similar, but he needs to be patient. He doesn't need to be overly aggressive like he was in the Gilbert Burns fight and the Kamaru Usman fight. Yes, he did beat 2 top guys. Clearly, Burns is a great guy, great fighter. Usman, another great fighter, former world champ. Future Hall of Famer, no doubt. But Whittaker is a different animal. Middleweight is Whittaker's division. It's his house, okay? And Usman was not a true middleweight when Khamzat got a hold of him. Khamzat's more of a middleweight, in my opinion. Maybe even a light heavyweight than he is a 170 guy. So, for Khamzat, he needs to be patient. But he needs to learn to be aggressive but patient. Remember, like, Ngannou when he fought Stipe the first time? Shout out to Ngannou, my favorite fighter in the world as of right now, you know. Because he's killing it in boxing and MMA. Killing it because he's making money. But Khamzat, he needs to be patient with his wrestling. Meaning, he does need to go for takedowns, but he doesn't want to be fast with it. When Ngannou fought Stipe the second time, he did go for takedowns, but not early on. He was very patient when he fought Stipe. And had he fought Stipe like that the first time, would have beat him most likely. Because Stipe couldn't take him down in the second fight. And then eventually he went for takedowns. And everyone was shocked. I was shocked. So for Khamzat, he needs to be very patient for the first 2 rounds. Not scared, not cautious. Obviously, that's not who he is. But he doesn't want to gas himself out. He doesn't want to make himself obvious. Because he's been super aggressive in every fight. It's worked. He needs to change that up to fight a guy like Whittaker. Whittaker is a guy that will be there for 3 to 5 rounds. He won't get tired. And here's the problem. He can grapple too. He can strike too. And excuse me, and he can knock you out. It's been a while, but he has knocked guys out. Okay? And again, he's fought Yoel Romero when Yoel Romero was closer to his prime. And he went 10 rounds with him and beat him both times. So, I don't think Khamzat's knocking out Whittaker. I don't really see him submitting him and out-strategizing him. But if he is to beat Whittaker, he needs to be smart. He needs to be okay with this going the distance. And most importantly, he does not want to tire himself out. Because if he does, again, Whittaker is a guy that's there for 3 rounds. I feel like Khamzat did beat Usman, you know. But if that fight's a 5-round fight, though, Usman comes back to win that fight. Maybe. So again, Khamzat needs to be smarter. He doesn't need to blow himself out of the water. He has nothing to prove. He just needs to win this fight. He has all the skills to do it. If he wins this fight, he'll win it by 3rd round TKO. I believe he will be able to hit Whittaker several times in the first round if he doesn't gas himself out. Second round, early second, mid-second, go for takedowns and mix it up with your striking. Come 3rd round, I believe he'll wear down Whittaker and put him away in the early mid-3rd round with a TKO finish. He would be too much, he would be smart, and he wouldn't gas himself out. So if Khamzat wins, it's a 2nd or 3rd round TKO.